What about him?
It's my main, so I like it because it's my main.
But
and it's
what about it? But what about it?
But so there's a roller and a bucket.
Yeah.
And there's also there's a normal blaster, but not the ranged variety.
There was a time that I used to call Low Ink the premier Splatoon 2 tournament. And I don't know where that went.
I think it went absolutely nowhere, and I think we're still in our prime.
Oh God, a fight for mid picks both sides, but a lot more for FlipSide and a wipeout in their favor. So first push going to the end as soon as they mount that tower.
Yeah, I mean, Nonbinary Fuss starting from 0 here as it's FlipSide already, making their way toward their first checkpoint. That first checkpoint decently far away, but once that checkpoint falls, things can kind of slip out of control. Especially that second checkpoint, though, is going to be the one to watch here. The FlipSide just kind of, pushing on unopposed for the most part here, already through that first checkpoint, on the way to that second one, just throwing some specials, trying to continue this push. But now Nonbinary Fuss really has to get some strong defense by the second checkpoints.
Yeah, I mean, FlipSide needs to get someone up in that upper tent area, and so far, it looks like they've been doing a great job putting paint there. Finally, it looks like a player is up there, but as they do, they turn their back to tower, and so tower's going to fall. 21 points in a minute. I mean, that might be sort of a KO.
That's a good lead.
Yeah, phenomenal first push.
Yeah, I mean, about as good as you can possibly ask. But now, I mean, FlipSide staggering just a little bit on their, re-entry into mid here. Nonbinary Fuss building some stuff up. They have 3 specials at the ready on their way to that crab tank as well. But they got a lot of work to do here. Just getting some points on the board now, and they have to get it down to 20 or lower, including breaking both of the first 2 checkpoints. Getting some work done in that third. So they got their work cut out for them, but they can certainly do it should they use their specials in the right way here. But a little bit stalled by that first checkpoint. Nerdy Adam going to be taken down on the tower as well as FlipSide going to be able to defend that first checkpoint for now, at least. The Bleach trying to get on that tower themselves, break this checkpoint, and it looks like they're going to be doing just that.
3 minutes remaining in this game 1 of round 6. Nonbinary Fuss able to sort of retain control here as they continue their push forward, looking for this second checkpoint. They have a large mountain to climb of points for the lead, but only halfway through this game, they're doing a great job finding picks and continue with a little bit more energy on their side, but going 3 down out of nowhere. FlipSide able to hold control, force to jump out, and they're going to hold on to their lead.
Yeah, 40 points. I mean, still a pretty solid push, but no work done on that second checkpoint. It's going to mean that that lead is still not going to be easier than to get to by any means, with half of this game's timer left to be run through here. So FlipSide in a pretty solid spot, lead-wise, but right now they're down 2v4. Nonbinary Fuss is going to be winning that team fight really fast in their favor. Already getting the power going in their way again. This catch is going to be popped as well, trying to find some picks, and now Nonbinary Fuss gets another chance at that second checkpoint.
This first game, points continuing to fall. Second checkpoint now underway. 2 more picks in favor of Nonbinary Fuss. They're in great position to continue this lead now. At that first checkpoint, they're going to find the lead. Another couple of picks in their favor. A crab knocked off the tower, but picks continue to fall. There's the checkpoint. Just a couple more inches for the KO. And a quick little special pop there is going to send this one over the edge. And a KO in game 1. Nonbinary Fuss takes it.
What a comeback from Nonbinary Fuss. I mean, FlipSide, after that first push, I was like, oh god, FlipSide is here to play. And Nonbinary Fuss is even hereer to player. Just getting a good push to 40. And then on the backs of that, just undeterred, going to get right back there for a nice knockout push through all of the checkpoints on this map. And I mean, this is not an easy map to KO on. So kudos to Nonbinary Fuss. They really want the set win, and they want to get to alpha brackets.
They want it more, is what you're saying.
Okay, I don't know if they wanted more, but they wanted a lot. And FlipSide is going to have to want it more.
I like this new framework you've introduced, though, of who is hearest to playest.
Precisely.
Who is hearest? Nonbinary Fuss showing they are quite here. quite here to play.
Very
But,
measurably
look-
here.
I would say 3 metric tons here. The question is there another metric ton coming from FlipSide as we move on to Clam Blitz on Scorch Gorge?
How much more here can FlipSide player to their advantage?
God.
Game 2 on Clam Blitz Scorch Gorge. Scorch Gorge making another return here on the IPL stream. This time that choke point is even more centralizing because you just gotta get up that ramp, guy, and it's not an easy ramp to get up, but once you do, you gotta get those clams in the basket. And it's honestly kind of easy to see a knockout happen, but it's also easy to see you entering overtime and it's 100-100, and just the first score in the next 3 minutes is gonna win.
Oe Inke is my favorite ornament thing.
It's like that Dire for Wimpy Kid where they make that fake language and they just put pop at the end of it.
I was speaking a very well established. That was Pig Latin. That's a very well established language.
Is
I'm
it?
not gonna try to. I feel like it is. At least in the States, I feel like Pig Latin's a thing. Do you guys not have that over there?
Not deep in the heart of Texas. They didn't teach us no pig Latin.
Inkfair, our stream producer, what's Europe gotta say? Any Pig Latin? Any Pig Latin in Europe? No Pig Latin. Wait, Pinky, you're in Texas?
Yeah.
And you don't know Pig Latin?
No? Is that a southern thing?
Yeah,
No Pig Latin?
no, I don't know. I feel like it's a very American thing. You take the first sound, you put it at the end of the word, and then you add A.
I mean, I kind of
Welcome
inferred
way
that's
would
what it
be
was,
welcome.
but like...
Okay,
don't
well, smart cookie over here.
Why
Why aren't we starting?
About 10 years.
We're subbing.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, can we
Cats
get the
for
wet
Battle
cats on the
Fight
stream?
Says Inkfair. Okay, stream. You're not ready for this. We're gonna go front and center to the chat between these two teams, where we have been told there are wet cats waiting. I don't think they're up for adoption. I don't think this is like a adoption
Dang
stream,
it.
but
I would love to adopt a
Yeah.
wet cat and dry it off.
there's one of
Oh.
the cats. That one's
Look
named
at that cat.
Tammy. That one's named Tammy.
No, I think it's named
Inkfair asks
Shutterstock.
This is my favorite kitten, Shutterstock. What's that one called, Pinky?
That's Tammy. No, that's Tammy. You got them confused.
That's Tammy. I confused Tammy and Shutterstock. They look similar.
Easy to do, you know?
Is Shutterstock like a clay mold of a cat, or is it a real cat?
That I think that's a real cat.
It looks too shiny. What's that?
Oh,
one's name,
that's Garfield.
That's just Garfield.
No,
Loves
that's Peter Griffin,
Mondays,
actually.
hates lasagna. Wait, scratch that, reverse it.
Scratch that, reverse it.
Loves lasagna, hates Mondays.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
blinked
that's
and they're
just
gone. Yes, Garfield.
The
Can we
cats
do a
have been
cat
dried.
review? Can we do a cat review segment?
Yes.
Send in your. Okay, here's what everyone's gonna do. You're gonna go to Blue Sky or Twitter, and you're gonna tag IPL Splatoon or IPL Splatoon.inc, whatever it is on Blue Sky, and you're gonna send us IPLabs.inc on Blue Sky, and you're gonna send us your cats, wet or dry. We want to see your cats. You're gonna use the hashtag #LowInkCats or #LowInkMeow. Hashtag #LowInkMeow on Twitter or Blue Sky, and tag IPL Splatoon or IPLabs.inc. We're super excited to see your cats.
I'm so excited for this, honestly. I'm honestly more excited for that than this game, because this game was pretty cool, I guess. Interesting
About
comp
this
coming out from
game,
FlipSide here with the I mean, FlipSide completely changed their comp from the last game for the most part, it seems, and they're gonna go 3 down by a nerdy Adam. But Chosen One is going to get a few picks on their way out here. Even so, but I mean, Edit, Carbon, T-Tech 52. I mean, they really changing things up. They're going a lot more short range favorites. But that's going to be that Stamper on Non-Binary Fuss is going to have a great time into all these weapons. So I don't know. This is going to be an interesting course of action, but right now, Nonbinary Fuss has a ton of control and has a bit of that clan economy.
A 2v4 in mid, make that a 3 or 4v1 as storming ahead towards a basket popper's flip side, but they're going to get stalled out nicely. A great defense there from Nerdy Adam on the little bump out. At no points will fall quite yet as the clan economy, as you called out, struggling to come to a ball.
Yeah, a bit of a market, low right about now, but FlipSide remedying that just a little bit, having some good clans on their side, has the power from at the ready as well. They are ready to make that push, but it's going to be about whether that push is going to actually come or not. And picks from Nonbinary Fuss is going to be doing their best to delay it. And Brush, it looks like we have one of those 8-minute clanless games on our hands.
You know what? It's whoever wants it more at this point.
Yeah, you know what?
Get
You're
in
right.
there. It's whoever's heroist to playest. And that
right.
comes out based on their ability to pass clans and make a single ball on top of the basket, which is exactly what Non-Binary Fuss has been able to do here. They've got a couple more clans to follow up, but no rotations back quite yet for clans as we wait for a couple picks to come out. Nice crab pop there under the basket to be able to hold on to a little bit more space. Now more points coming in. 50 ticks remaining. 47, 40, or 53, so 50. No, I was right the first time. 44. And,
Counting with brush strokes.
points continue to fall. What a great push here on the side of Non-Binary Fuss.
32 is where that lead is going to be standing, it looks like here, as that basket is going to be closing up right and early. And, I mean, 2.5 minutes to go. 32 is a pretty solid lead here for Nonbinary Fuss. FlipSide definitely has their work cut out for them here, but they're, I mean, off to a good start, already getting that wipeout against Nonbinary Fuss, and they're starting to build those clans. They have a power clan of their own, and now their own score is going to be starting here. Nonbinary Fuss has to be careful because this score can really just melt away.
Now points continuing to fall here. You've got to get ready on your defense for Non-Binary Fuss. You got to hold on to your lead because, again, we saw 2 minutes of completely stalled action, and now points starting to fall both ways. A super clan being jumped in. If you make this, that's the lead, and there it is in striking territory of KO. This flip side here, a 2v4 on the field, though. A couple more picks come out, and now a little bit more. Non-Binary Fuss is quite the uphill battle in the last minute and 40 seconds.
Yeah, they have to get it down to 17 points or lower in the next 2 minutes, including overtime. Definitely well within the realm of possibility, but it's a bit of an uphill battle. Oh, now it might be in the realm of impossibility as 2 members of Non-Binary Fuss are going to be DC'd out of this game, and that might just be curtains here in this game number 2.
Yeah, there is no replay here according to the DC rules, so Non-Binary Fuss looks like they won't be able to pull through here. I mean, 60 clams you'd have to score, basically, to win this one in a 2v4. Not something you want to see. I'm surprised the controllers are having them put down yet, especially when they're not in the lead. No, not why the losses. But here comes the push from FlipSide, and yeah, it wouldn't be a Splatoon 3 tournament if we didn't get some DCs.
I mean, have truer words been spoken? I don't think they have.
In some uplifting news, however, I think we have some cats.
Oh,
at
baby.
least one cat has come in on the side of Blue Sky. If you missed it from before, we are taking your cats here at IPL for appreciation on stream. That's IPL Splatoon on Twitter. And that is iplabs.inc on Blue Sky. I think Sage is our first cat from Blue Sky. Hopefully we'll be able to get it up here on stream in a moment.
We also have some
no
from Dandy, so we got...
That's Sage. Sage is the cat. Sage is Dandy's cat.
I see.
I think I hate to do any spoilers before we have the image up, but it's a big stretch there. A big stretch from Sage. A big stretch. I give that cat 10 cats out of 10. How about you?
That's a 10 out of 10 cat, I gotta say.
10 out of 10 cat right there from Dandy. Go follow IPL Splatoon on Twitter or iplabs.inc on Blue Sky. And don't forget to send us your cats with hashtag #LowInkCats and hashtag #LowInkMeow. It's 1-1, and the winner goes to Alpha Bracket. And we're looking at cats.
Precisely. I mean, what is this not what the people want? We're here for the people.
I hope it's what the people want. I don't know what the people would want if not
this.
Cats.
I mean, I think like the Venn diagram between like Splatoon players and cat enjoyers is definitely a circle.
Circle.
Yeah, it's just one circle. So
What do you think? Is there more or less overlap with dog lovers?
I think there's less overlap, but I still think there's a good amount of dog lovers. Speaking as a dog lover myself.
Okay, other question. Is this just a Splatoon thing, or do all esports enjoyers love cats and dogs?
I think it depends.
Like, what's the overlap of Call of Duty esports players?
I think definitely more on the dog side than on the cat side.
Ooh. This is a great... I like this little chart we've come up with. How dog and cat are you, and how Call of Duty Splatoon are you? It's a 4-quadrant XY axis graph. I am firmly in the no, I would say I'm dog cat equal, and I'm 100% Splatoon. What about you?
I'm definitely 100% Splatoon. I love dogs and cats a lot. I'm slightly more of a dog person because I grew up with a dog, but I still love cats a lot. So ever so slightly toward the dog side, but I love both.
Okay. Inkfair, stream producer, what you got for us? Where are you? Cat person, 100% Splatoon. It's
COD.
Call of Duty to Splatoon. Is the
Wait, I just realized that cod is also a fish.
Oh my
And
god!
therefore,
This is huge!
therefore,
Actually just 0-0 on the chart. Yeah, that's a circle. Every Call of Duty COD fan is a fan. Hey, we got Splat Zones to send this one up.
we got Mahi no Mahi like I know.
You're in another world, apparently. On the other side of the house.
What?
Okay, well, hey, back and forth in mid-group. First couple picks, looks like FlipSide's going to take the lead, and the hold here, 75 points remaining. The question here, right, is who can move forward and get some aggression onto the opposite flag. And until we see that, it's really hard to say any hold is significant, especially now with the map expanding.
Yeah, the water is going to be dropping here, and Nonbinary Fuss getting back on the zone. I mean, they have their work cut out for them. They're probably a little bit tilted from that DC in that last game, and they just got to shake that off and get this game under their control as much as possible here. And I mean, they're trying to do exactly that within striking distance of that lead. Soda's going to be coming out as well. But here comes the rebuttal from FlipSide. Zone is going to be neutralized, painted more orange than blue, and that's going to be the control going back into FlipSide's favor.
So back and forth game in the opening frames here, but look how far forward FlipSide is. They're vying to get forward and get onto that plat, though not wanting to be in dangerous position. Is Yagi backing up there, Yaji backing up there, and with a wiper in your face, it's difficult to do much, but that's not going to put a ton of paint down, and so it's just about the picks, and they're going to find a couple, so that's going to be enough to switch momentum over. 41, not a huge lead, but a nice little hold there from FlipSide, defining the pace of this game.
Yeah, and now Nonbinary Fuss trying to get their own hold in their favor. They're through that penalty essentially, now getting some points on the board here. 41 is the mark to beat. Definitely attainable, but not if they're going to go 2 down, and not if they're going to get wiped out by FlipSide here. We didn't even comment on that Dreadringer pick from the side of FlipSide here, and that's going to make, holding onto the zone for a long period of time really difficult for Nonbinary Fuss, because zones be cheesing, let's just say that.
Zones be cheesy. And what is more true than that? With 30 seconds left, because cheese can happen at any time here. Penalty points falling now for Nonbinary Fuss. They're within striking distance of that lead, and the crowd coming out to try to cement that there, forcing members of FlipSide to stay in spawn. Now 10 ticks remain for that lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. And it looks like the lead's going to flip over, so FlipSide got to find a way back in soon now, no longer in the safety of their lead.
Yeah, I mean, now it's a little bit of that danger zone here. Nonbinary Fuss has a very slim lead, but has the lead nonetheless. And, you know, FlipSide's got to do what they can to stop it here. They're going to have the zone back in their favor here. 25 is going to be the mark to beat with 2 minutes left to go on this clock here. And, I mean, at this point, Nonbinary Fuss just wants to get back into mid as soon as possible because that penalty is almost done already. Zip is going to be paused, but Nonbinary Fuss, you know, at a player disadvantage, they have to find some picks. They have to, you know, stop this paint on the zone. You know, FlipSide has 4 painting weapons. They can paint the zone really, really easily, and that lead flip is going to be happening because of that. And now, I mean, FlipSide so incredibly close to a knockout here. Nonbinary Fuss does not have a lot of players up right now, and they have to get to the zone here and now. The set is on the line. Alpha Bracket is on the line right now, doing whatever they can. Crab is going to be popped, but it's not going to be enough, and FlipSide is going to be taking that win and securing their spot in Alpha Brackets.
Nonbinary Fuss, a team that I mean, you called out every time we moved to the bracket page, right? As sort of an alpha contender. I mean, what a great performance of them. What a good job coming out and staying strong after that unfortunate game 2. It's that headspace you're in after losing 2 players to internet must be painful, especially when like the lead was against your favor, but you had solid fighting chances